A field of 11 athletes for this women's open 1500 metres, and an international guest in the field, Ran Arube of Japan, will make her way through in this field.
Be interesting to see how Ran goes. She's probably more known as an 800 metre runner, hence she's heading out there pretty quickly. She probably has come here to get a time. She wants to see how fast she can go for 1500. She's definitely race hardened because she's had a couple of races in Japan. She's run a 4:16 in October.
So for this time of year, that's pretty good shape and the type of time that will really stack up. So it's Arabi that moves through the first 300 metres. We head down to Nick Wall in the field.
Oh, thanks, Tom. Look, down here at the pole vault is action aplenty. For those who are unaware, he's talking about teams. It's all about teams tonight. We're trying to break the meet record, which is 8 metres 45. So that's for the girls and guys combined. Right now, the bar's at 760 combined. The girls are at 350. The guys are at 430. So the leading team at the moment is, we've got Isabel Napier, the Australian University Games multiple champion, and David Brock, the Australian multi-champion over and over at 330 and 430 at 760. And they've been matched by Grace Barth and Christian Painter. And trailing just behind them at the moment is Catherine Nello and also Chris White. So we've got multi-event champions galore here. Christian Painter right on the runway now. We'll see how he goes over that 430. And he's over. Painter over. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Nick. Great work down there at the pole vault as we pick up action back in this 1500 metres, and the Japanese athlete Narabe that still leads what is a very bunched field. We just lost 2 competitors off the back, and they're in their own battles. We see Natalie Rule move her way through to the lead of that chase pack with 2 laps to go, and Rule looking quite strong there, and that gap back to Arabe is just starting to decrease, and you predicted this, the 800 metre runner having to step up to the 1500 metre, Tamsin.
Well, there's a couple of 800 metre runners in there, but Ran's obviously after a time. She's on about 4:15 pace at the moment, but she does look like she has slowed that lap down. The pack is starting to draw her back. Natalie Rule is charging that pack. She's just come off Falls Creek where she's been up there with the MTC Nick Vido squad. She'll be interested in the men's 10K a bit later with her partner Jack Rayner fighting for the title, but she looks like she's in good shape. She's come off the mountain well.
Well, she sits at the front of that group, and Lily Price is another one that's starting to work through in the black just on her shoulder, who's come off some good form up in Brisbane, and we'll hear about that just a moment. Madeline Murray from Deakin is the other one to move through, and we'll move up onto the shoulder of Arabe. So they're going to come into the home straight. It'll be 1 lap to go, and it's really anyone's race. You can throw a blanket over the 7 or 8 athletes in the front pack. Arabe's dropping back. Murray's moving through. Rule and Price is one to watch. She's coming off some red-hot form. Yeah,
Price has got a great 800 metre time to her 2:04, so she's going to have some pace here at the back end. She's been running well in Queensland. She won the 1500 Classic up there, beating Zoe Buckman. So she's in good shape for this time of year. It's going to be interesting to see who's got the legs in this last 300 metres, but Murray's looking pretty good.
The Murray into the back straight. Thornton Bott is on her shoulder. In fact, it's Sharp that's moving through. Price and Rule. At the front, it's Murray in the gold and blue top of Deakin. Sharp now working for St Stephen's Harriers and goes to the lead. A chase is on for Price and Rule back in 3rd and 4th, but Sharp has them 200 metres to go. The question is, has Murray got a response? But Sharp has the answers at the moment. Rule trying to fight on, but she's back to 4th place as Price starts to move, and the gap isn't too much of a question between 3rd and 2nd. Leading into the straight, it's Sharp. Back to Murray, then it's Price and Rule. Sharp leads the way as Price starts to fight on. Murray desperately trying to hang on to 2nd place, but it's Sharp that leads. Sharp has moved very swiftly over this last lap and will take the win in the 1500 metres at the Zatopek. Murray gallant into 2nd, and Price will take 3rd, Rule 4th to complete the field as Tia Brady moves through, as well as Madeline Murray to complete that whole field. A great race. Arabe led for the first couple, and then it was tactics played into it, knew her race plan and got through.
And Whitney Sharp, doesn't she look happy with that run? And so she should be. She technically held her form brilliantly there when the girls were starting to tread water at the back end of the 1500, especially after Arabe had taken off with such a quick intention with the pace. Sharp is holding her form here. Look at her arms. She's driving them like a sprinter, and that's what you want to see at the back end of 1500. She's staying compact. She's staying strong through her core. And even though you can tell her legs are tired because the knees aren't coming up as high as they would have at the start of the race, she is holding that forward lean and just pumping those arms to the finish line. What a fantastic effort by Whitney Sharp.
And you can see on the replay, Price really did close towards the end there, but